headphones. So, but I have them here
Looks like
just,
we're live.
Yeah.
just in case of the backup. So,
Hello, hello.
hey guys, what's
I think
up?
we're live.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone who now has to wait 10 seconds while everyone else enters.
Uh-oh, is that me?
Yeah, what I would
Yes,
do is
you.
if you're looking, I'll just hit mute.
Guys, welcome as we stabilize for the first few seconds here. Thank you for joining all of us across, 4 YouTube channels, maybe some Facebook, Twitter, who knows where we are. Good to be live with everyone. Thank you, Meg, for getting it all set up as we dial in here, live from several different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let's roll call. What's everyone up to today, and what's the topic of discussion?
Hey, Sick Cruiser, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I just finished work on a Friday, so and I'm not on a cruise ship. I'm not getting on a cruise tomorrow, but I wish I was. But we'll get to me last. Let's talk about you guys, and also Megan's on a cruise ship. Billy, you're on a cruise ship right now too. Is that correct?
I am on Scarlet Lady, and we are actually sailing right now. We're pulling away from Miami. That is it's just out of view, but Terminal V is right back there. There's Terminal, I forget which one that one is. So we're sailing out of Port Miami right this second.
That's awesome. And Megan, you are in your beautiful room, I could tell.
Yes. Can you see? It's the only place wide enough. I'm on Norwegian Joy. We sadly left Bermuda a few hours ago. Very, very sadly. Hitting a little bit of rough seas, but nothing unmanageable. And it's been an awesome day.
Yeah, Megan, how long were you guys in Bermuda? Like, how long were you guys docked there?
Definitely not long enough. A day, and probably today it was all aboard by 2 p.m.,
wow.
which is cruel. It's just cruel. But yeah, we got yesterday at about 8 in the morning, and So
that's awesome. Yeah, I know some of the Bermuda itineraries. They stay a couple nights, from what I hear, right? So I think that's awesome to actually have a couple either one overnight stay or even 2 overnight stays. I think it's so great that you can do that in Bermuda, because in Bermuda there's only that one port, which is like the Royal Naval Dockyard or something like that, right? So I know they're also in Bermuda, but I think it's kind of cool that you get the overnight stays. I know we've always hoped for like those overnight stays on cruises, but there's not too many ports that actually offer that right now, but I'm glad Bermuda is one of them. So.
What amazes me, and I say this, I've actually not done Bermuda yet, is the value prop there, right? Because if you look at hotel prices in Bermuda, it's insane. You can take a cruise that overnights in Bermuda for less than staying just at the hotel for a couple nights in many cases.
Yeah. Nothing in Bermuda is cheap. Not the food, not anything, but I have to tell you, it's my favorite place in the world. It is the most beautiful place in the world. Cruising, the value is there. The cruises seem to be a little bit expensive in Bermuda, for docking fees and everything else, but it is so worth it. It is just, It's beautiful here.
Hey, Gary, he's like, that's a bunch of people. Well, yeah, we're doing this like multicast streaming, which we actually did it like just a little over a month ago, and we had such a great time. It was a blast, and I'm glad that we were able to coordinate this. And for the folks who are joining again, Megan's on Norwegian Joy, Billy just left on the Scarlet Lady, and Chevron and Brandon are going on the Carnival Mardi Gras tomorrow. I'm at home. But yeah, now you guys are in your hotel room, right, Brandon and Chevron?
Yes.
Yeah, we are at the Hilton Garden Inn in Orlando.
Okay.
So nice. I won't tell you what room number. I don't need anybody knocking on the door.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, our flight landed about 5 o'clock, and we got here about 6:15 and set up so we can come and talk to you guys.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Awesome. Hey, so I got a super sticker. So one thing I like to do, I don't know if you guys seen like Jordan and Jared from JJ Cruise. They always like reenact the stickers if someone sends them out. So I'm actually gonna do it real quick. So actually, one of my followers, Lucretia, she's awesome. She just sent me a super sticker. It's called the #1 fan. I don't know if you guys can see it.
No,
Beverly,
we can't see it, but I
so
saw it come through.
she sent a #1 fan sticker, so I'm just gonna do it real quick. Hang on a second. #1 fan, #1 fan, #1 fan. Thank you, Lucretia, for the super sticker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anytime I get a super sticker, I just try to act it out as best as I can, and that's a good one. So thanks again, Lucretia. Appreciate it. Hopefully that was
Yeah, Lucretia, she's nice. She's everywhere. She's kind of like Sig. She's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm so glad that we can actually see like a lot of the chats coming in. So just for all the viewers on YouTube, we actually have the Restream open as well, and we can actually see all the chats that are coming through the different channels, which is awesome, right? So I'm actually kind of good Lord John. Oh, hey, Big Dog Ron, what's up? That's so
there
awesome.
you go. He's back.
There he is.
Hey, Billy.
Sorry,
what's up,
did I just hear someone say Big Dog Ron, or is that
yeah,
your term for
Ron is
losing
yeah, no, Ron, Big Dog Ron is here, one of our good friends, and he just said, "Good Lord, John." I'm guessing he may have been on your chat, Billy. I don't see it on mine, but he's on. Oh, I think Billy froze again.
Billy's froze again.
The Scarlet Internet.
Yeah, right. He said it was the best
really
internet
good.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
He's on and off, right? Which is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
all right, I'm just gonna catch up really quick on my end as well, and again, I'm gonna look at the group chat as well. Okay, John. Hey, John. Thanks. I'm just gonna say hello to everyone real quick. Hey, John Clark. Thanks for joining. Lucretia, MG and Family Travel. Hello. Really Creative Travel. Hello. Yeah, it's great to have everyone here so far. And I see that we have Sig Cruiser. We have Brandon. That's you, of course. Kathy. We got Big Dog Ron. We got people slowly coming in, which is awesome, right? So yeah, I mean, again, happy Friday to everyone. Just a quick quick roll call, right? So I'm actually at home here in Seattle. I'm not on a cruise. This is not a stateroom. But I'm gonna let everyone again just speak to real quick as to where they are. So Megan, just so folks who may have just joined, do you want to let all the folks know what wonderful cruise ship you're on?
Absolutely. I'm on the Norwegian Joy, part of the Breakaway Plus class, and she is going from New York to Bermuda and back in not enough time, in 5 days.
Oh, it's a 5-nighter.
Yeah,
That's a very good one. Okay, and it's out of New York. So New York, like, is it like 1 or 2 days at sea and then 1 day in Bermuda and back to New York, right? So when do you get back in New York?
Back in New York early Sunday morning. So I got on Tuesday, so getting off on Sunday. It's not enough time, but it's like a Bermuda tease I had.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, with these short cruises, whether it's a 3-nighter, 4-nighter, 5-nighters, we're so used to the 7-nighters, right? These short cruises go by so quickly. You're like, oh my God, I need more time on a cruise. And you're like, okay, when's my next cruise? I need to book it, right? So, hey man, I mean, like I said, 5-nighters better than no-nighter. I'll tell you that. I mean,
it's true. It's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then, so Chevron and Brandon, how excited are you guys about tomorrow?
No, Brandon's enthusiasm. No, I'm super excited. It's just because I want to be chilling like Billy right now, but I just want to kick back. I mean, really, let me kick back and get comfortable. I'm really excited. We this will be our first Carnival. I guess it's everybody's who ever done it. Carnival mega ship, I guess. Yeah. So I know everybody else has had the experience of Mardi Gras, so this will be a first for us. But we definitely are looking just to try all the new things. Even though I heard in one of the cruise groups that Bolt was down all last week, so I'm gonna be so sad if it's not working. So sad.
Yeah.
So Bolt, for those who don't know, is it's the roller coaster on Mardi Gras, and it is not like I guess they call it a roller coaster because it's on a ship, so low stand. No, it's a roller coaster, full on. It is a roller coaster. Yeah, it is, and it is fast. Very cool. If I wasn't on a ship, I'd be very jealous of you guys because Mardi Gras is very cool. I'm excited to hear, as someone who's sailed Carnival before, I'm excited to what you think of Mardi Gras, because to me, it's a game changer for the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Just because honestly, like I think we said last live, we kind of feel like the ship designs are kind of almost the same on the ships that we've been on. So just to have a different layout and just a different feel of the ship, I'm pretty excited to see that and just to experience the whole atmosphere of it. So I know they still like to party, but just the different. I feel like the atmosphere is kind of going to be a little different too. So.
Yeah. Do you know, like they said the boat's not working this past week, but has it been down for many weeks? And or is it just?
I don't know. Like I've been seeing in the chat, like people who've actually been on the ship before and that are coming this weekend. They've said that they were up there. It was working the first day. Mm-hmm. Then someone said that they had to get off mid roller coaster because it stopped, and then it was down for the rest of the cruise. It worked the first day, and then it stopped working. So I don't know. I feel like it's temperamental, but I need her to be nice this week. I need her. I need her to drink all the happy juices and be nice all week because I gotta get this was one of the main selling points for me to go on this cruise is this roller coaster.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, and for the folks I know I haven't been on the Mardi Gras before, but I know for the folks who went on the inaugural sailing and the folks who have cruised on Carnival Mardi Gras, they said the boat is pretty amazing. It's just so cool having a roller coaster at sea, right? You just never think that's even possible, right? But I think with how cruise ships are, just evolving and getting better and better with onboard experiences, I think that's super cool. So I don't know if they're still charging. I think they're probably still charging for it, but I think they first did $15 for one lap, but I think they increased it to 2 laps. I'm like, come on, y'all, you gotta give a little bit more time on that, right? So fingers crossed for you guys that if it's working this coming cruise, because I don't want
Brandon could care less apparently, but but I'm excited about it.
Listen, I hope it works for you, but I'm confident that even if it doesn't, you won't be disappointed. There's so much to do and see on Mardi Gras that's so different from anything else that I want it to work for you, but I don't think the trip hinges on it quite as much as you think.
No.
Do make sure you get there as early as possible, though, because if it's working, it's very popular. That's why I'll defend Carnival on charging for this, because you have to do something, or else it's just going to be a constant, line of people, if not.
Yeah, I see that Kathy's going to be in Seattle next month. Cassie, you're going to be going to Alaska. It sounds like that's awesome. Alaska season's officially underway, guys. As you know, the Norwegian Bliss kicked it off last Saturday. And our good friends, Guga and Rob, they just landed in Seattle today. I know they're busy because they're traveling right now. Well, they're in Seattle now. They get on the Bliss tomorrow. They had a couple other plans this evening, which is why they couldn't join us today. But they're super excited to go on, on the Bliss to Alaska for the first time. And I wish the weather was going to be as nice as it is right now. It's sunny, as you can see. The brightness is coming into my room. But tomorrow it's kind of like Seattle showery weather, but they're still going to have a great time, right? So, but it'll be fun. I'm excited for them. And hey, anyone who's coming to Alaska this summer, can't wait. You guys gonna, it's an extended season, right? People are like, Alaska starting in April? I'm like, yeah, they got to make up for lost time from last year, because last year, as you guys know, it was only from August to October, right? Yeah. Very, very quick, 2 months, right? So, Castaway goes, I wish I was on a ship too. Sad face.
Castaway goes is supposed to be on a ship. They're supposed to be with us celebrating our anniversary, but they didn't come.
No.
Yeah.
Last minute.
It was last minute though. We'll give them a pass.
Yes. So our good friend Ron, he's like, JT got upset with me and he canceled his Navigator cruise with me in January. So Ron, Big Dog Ron, I just call him Hiller of the Seas or Ron of the Seas. Yeah, he actually owns Navigator of the Seas. He's been on Navigator of the Seas so many times I can't even count. But he owns Navigator. He's like, let's do it again, back to back. I think he was on it for 10 days in a row once. Then he came back for a 7-nighter, and it's so nice to have Navigator on the West Coast. And of course, I canceled mine in January, if you guys remember, right? Because it was at peak of Omicron, and I don't want take the risk with my little 4-year-old. I'm like, okay, let's just we'll get there eventually, right? But yeah, I hope to meet Ron one day, just like I got to meet you guys, right? He's a great guy, so he's just so funny.
Don't let it go to his head. He's okay.
You're all right with us, John.
Yeah. Hey, quickly, John Clark, you're on the Bliss tomorrow, right? Which is so cool because Guga and Rob are going to be on the Bliss as well. So you get a chance to see them, say hello. You know, again, they love being the community members. So I'm sure you'll see them around the ship. So that's so cool. And then John's gonna be on the Mardi Gras. Oh my God, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Lakeisha.
Billy, are you guys sailing away right now?
What's that?
Yeah,
asking
we
Billy,
started
look like
sailing
they're sailing away.
right as we joined. So actually, way back there, if you see the I don't know if you can or not, but the building that's back there, that's Royals Terminal and then NCL's terminal. And this is the first time I sailed out of Terminal V, the brand new Virgin Voyages, bespoke Virgin Voyages terminal. I visited back in February when they opened it. We had a big party. It was awesome. But this time I actually got to sail through it. And something to sideline us, because that's what I do for a second. Something that I've noticed now at Terminal B, at Terminal A, which is the Royal Caribbean terminal right over there, Terminal 25 over in Port Everglades for Celebrity, all these new beautiful terminals. Sorry, just some ridiculous yachts next to me. Beautiful terminals that cruise lines have now, because in the last few years, lines have realized they need to have the beginning to end experience, right? Include embarkation, make the cruise start then. You see even enhancements with like tendering procedures, stuff like that. But what's wild is embarkation has become so efficient with different ways of handling stuff in the app and all this that I walked through Terminal V and all the places that I checked out in my video that I put on YouTube touring Terminal V, I checked in, bypassed all the cool lounge spots. There's like a separate area for rock stars too. There's an outdoor place. There are lounge chairs outdoors at the terminal, but none of it gets used because the embarkation is just so efficient now. It's a good problem to have, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, what's your guys' itinerary this week on Scarlet Lady?
See, this time I know where I'm going because I only booked cruise like 6 days ago. So it's much better than when it's I have to awkwardly open the app as I'm talking. So we'll be in Puerto Plata in 2 days on Sunday in the DR. And then we'll be in Bimini to visit the Beach Club at Bimini on Tuesday. And then we will be back home. So it's just a 5-nighter. But you know what it is? I've got the shameless plug, VirginVoyagesGroupCruise.com, coming up in July for anyone who wants to join. And so much has changed with Virgin each time we've sailed because they've really been listening to guests. I was like, let's see what things are like now. I want to know. I want to be able to tell people when we get here in July, as of now, as of the latest and greatest, what to check out. So plus, I like taking cruises, so there was that too.
Yeah.
Comments, MH Family Adventures, thank you guys for joining. Trying to figure out how these multi work. Cruise Habit Stream, do you think? Yeah, so what we do is we all go live each other's stream. So we're on each of our YouTube channels right now, and I don't know what other guys have set up. I think I'm on my Facebook, my Twitch, and Twitter, all at the same time. So if you follow on, you should really be following, just saying.
Yeah, I think they asked about the other channels, right? So we got Cruising JT again. Thank you for subscribing, and then Parker's on the go, and then Megan, she's Anchors Anyway, right? So Anchors Anyway, and then Billy is Cruise Habit. So I'm not sure. I think we can actually type.
I just put Megan's in the link, and I'm already put Billy's in now.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Shabba.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Shabba on it.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
So let's see. Megan 5-nighter, Billy 5-nighter, Mardi Gras 7-nighter, or is that a 5-nighter too?
7 nights. So
There you
we're
go.
doing Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan.
Ooh, so
Mahogany Bay.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is an altered itinerary.
It is also itinerary because this itinerary was supposed to include San Juan, and we are sad because we wanted to go back. We wanted to go back to San Juan because we didn't get to spend enough time there, and I feel like Wonder should have did like an overnight in San Juan, but that's just me. I don't know if cruises even do overnights in San Juan anymore, do they? If they do, tell us what ship.
I haven't seen one in a while. A lot of times you'll see those late nights in San Juan, and that's always nice because it's such a place to hang out at night. But it's an excellent place to do an overnight.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if there's any itineraries actually do overnights right now, except maybe Bermuda, right? So, like Megan, you experienced, and I know there's one port that we all hope one day does overnight. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I'm hoping it's perfect day at Coco Cay, but who knows?
They did at one point, didn't they? Weren't they doing
overnights?
They used to do
You
back
say
to
that
back.
until you find out what the messages are
back-to-back
like.
days.
But Megan, I think what happened is they stored overnight, but they actually had to get back on the ship, so they couldn't actually be on the island at night. It was really weird.
Yeah.
It kind of
Doing
makes
a
sense
Grand Devil
when
at
you
night.
think about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Billy, how was the not Margaritaville at sea yet? How was the Bahamas Paradise when you were on 2 weeks ago? Was it?
Yeah, so I actually did a video all about that sailing. You guys should check it out over on YouTube. But it was interesting. So it was the very last sailing of the Grand Classica from Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line. Now, doesn't mean the ship's going away. It's just changing because nor is Bahamas Paradise. Bahamas Paradise is partnering with Margaritaville, and they're creating Margaritaville at Margaritaville Resort experience to the ocean on the 14th, 16th, whatever that Saturday is. We'll be aboard that maiden voyage. We might even be on earlier for media sailing, but schedule. So I went that last sailing to see what it's like, what changes they make when it becomes Margaritaville. I will tell you, Alaska, these like really, kind of inexpensive night entry-level sailings, if you will. Talk about it in the video, and I give you my ultimate thoughts as far as who this is good for, who this works for. And I was a little conflicted. I have some interesting thoughts at the end. So if anything, go to the end of the video. That's fine. I won't be hurt. But I will tell you, I had a good time. The crew is what made that sailing. The crew on Bahamas Paradise I was blown away. I was blown away by how great they were. And I'm happy to report that it's actually going to be the same crew when they become Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. It's a mouthful, but I'm looking forward to it. I did want to address a question that was up on the screen real quick. It was a two-part question. It was when you have a drink package, can you get multiple drinks at the same time? So policies vary by cruise line, but generally speaking, with any drink package on any cruise line, you can get one at a time. Now, if you have two for you and your spouse, whatever, you both have a drink package, you go with two, cool, great, no problem. Can you get two at a time? Not really. There's a little wait time. It's fuzzy how much that wait time is, and maybe nicely you ask, but that's the way that works. And short excursions, also in that question, safer with the line. I wouldn't say safer. I would say there are absolutely some benefits, but there are some benefits doing short excursions independently through a third party or just touring on your own. No clear answer there. I'm going to break that down. I've got some videos and articles about that, but I'd be interested in knowing everyone else's opinions on and Epic Subset. Why would you want to replace these? These are amazing.
I don't know. We have the road too, so.
I was kind of thinking about the two drinks at times. Like, if it sounds like it's possible, right? But it'd be just funny seeing people like double fisting like constantly on a cruise, right? But yeah, no, I think it's cool. Like I've actually never tried that before, but I'm not sure with my future cruise diamond drinks if I can get two, because I know we get 4 per day by the diamond, right? So
they'll give you 4 at once, but they'll just use all of them.
Like a Starbucks holder, cup holders. Like, hey guys, I got my shots for the day. So, but hey Megan, so let's talk a little bit about your Norwegian Joy cruise. I know, obviously, the Norwegian Joy, it's a phenomenal ship. I actually did a tour on the Joy many years ago. I love the chandelier. I love what they've done with the Joy and what it offers. But how's your experience been so far? What's been your favorite part of the cruise?
Joy is awesome. It is originally made for a different market. It was made for the Asian market. And everything is it's like a dark wood theme. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit different from the same old, not to say it's bad, but palm tree Caribbean theme that most ships have, that we keep seeing over and over. So it's beautiful. It's different from the Norwegian Breakaway Plus. So it's very similar to the others. Bliss. It's even similar to Breakaway and Getaway, but just bigger and more options. I haven't even been able to do everything yet, but I mean, everything has just been great. Food is fantastic. We have 2,200 on board which is just on 50% capacity. So it's
Yeah.
it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
You know, everybody to stay up to 100% capacity and getting back to, you know, full on cruising. So hopefully that will be soon. But everything so far is so good.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting real quickly. You mentioned about the capacity. So when I was I was in Seattle last Saturday, hanging out the whole day with the family, and we actually just kind of swung by the pier to see the Norwegian Bliss sail away. And I was talking to some folks and asking, what's the capacity? And so the Bliss, very similar to the Joy, only had 2,400 guests, right? And it's interesting because I know capacity is increasing on a lot of the ships out there. However, I think given for Alaska, this is considered pretty early for Alaska, right? So I don't think it's going to be max capacity until you get into like the summer months, right? So because I don't remember a cruise ship ever leaving Seattle from like this time in April, maybe like, you know, May timeframe, sure, until like September, but I don't remember seeing one in April before, right? So this is very early. I think it's going to be low capacity. Like we'll ask Google and Rob when they go on their cruise, like what the capacity is, but it's nice to have that less than 50% because a lot of times you feel like, oh, hey, you know, days of those low capacities is over, but not in certain ships. Some ships are like almost max capacity now, right? But it's good to see some of the, you know, reduced capacity still.
Are we selling at max?
We are selling at max. Yeah.
Max?
Yeah, because I reached out to the BDM at Carnival just to see we can get any information on the selling, and he said that we were at max capacity for this ship. So basically, this cruise is sold out. So I'm, and I don't know. I'm not aware. Maybe Billy can tell me what is the capacity for the ship.
So I don't know what I've honestly lost track of what each thing at right now. Some are not capping. But the biggest thing to keep in mind is the number of people on ships right now, more often than not, has to do with caps. We're at the point now that, and it's unfortunate, but it's perfectly understandable. While enthusiasm for cruising is very high, there's still pent up. Remember, most people book a cruise 1 to 2 years out. So these Alaska sailings, if you ask somebody a year and a half ago if it was going to be happening right now, most people would say, golly, I don't know about Tulsa, sure thing. Well, now maybe sure thing, but they may have already made their plans for summer for this year. They've allocated that PTO.
Yeah.
So that's why we're still seeing really, on some sailings, especially those that people tend to plan further out for, we're seeing really low occupancy rates. Now, if we look at, I was on Oasis of the Seas a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and that was a 3-nighter, which is unusual for Oasis, but that had just a ton of locals, right? Well, people in general, people don't need to plan as far for a 3-night Caribbean as a 7-nighter, or especially like maybe in Alaska, something like that. And then when you see a 3-nighter, that's easy. You can fill a bunch of people on that, even if you just have good deals for locals. So again, right now, it's not so much about what caps are at as much as how many people are able to show up. Demand is still really strong looking out. So as long as we don't see another Omicron-like situation where hesitancy builds again, you know, we're going to see very full ships moving forward. It's going to take time for different ships, different markets, different itineraries to get there.
Yeah, I think the great explanation, Billy. I totally agree. I think when I think about the Mardi Gras, I think from memory, I think at double occupancy, it's at 4,200 or up maybe it's somewhere between 4,200 and 5,000. So it's going to be it's a full ship, you know, but I think you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a true party atmosphere, and I just can't wait to hear I can't wait to see your vlogs and all the experiences you have because I haven't been on a Carnival ship in a long time. And for me going forward, if I do go on Carnival, it's gonna be on the newer ships like the Mardi Gras or the Celebration or the Jubilee, right? Some of the smaller Carnival ships that I used to cruise back on way back in the day. They're not really my thing now, right? But it's so funny, like. My first ever cruise ship was a Carnival Sensation back in 2009, and they just scrapped it. So I was like, oh, sad, So, it's gone forever. But I had good memories with it, and that 4-night Bahamas cruise is what got me hooked. So,
oh yeah.
So full capacity for the Mardi Gras 6,338.
Oh wow, okay, so I was off.
It's a dense ship. Like if you look at the ratios of Mardi Gras compared to, let's say, Oasis, just comparing, really large ships. Mardi Gras packs people in there. Now that said, they do something that I'm sure I talked about last time because I talk about it all the time. They do something that several ships are doing now, which is you have these many smaller venues instead of a smaller number of larger venues. So hopefully, as long as those venues remain popular, and on Mardi Gras they have been, though I'll tell you, I know what my favorite would be right away, and that's over at the what's the Cuban theme by there. I just blanked on the name. I said I know what mine is, and then I didn't know. But the Havana bar, I think it's called. Yeah. That bar is amazing. But as long as distribution works out well, then you can pack people in a little bit, more densely in terms of your passenger space, and still have a great experience.
Yeah, we just had a quick question. And a couple comments are coming in, so I'm just trying to make sure we capture some of the questions as well. So Tony asked, do ships still put aside X number of cabins for quarantine? And I believe they do. I think they have like a dedicated deck. Right? I don't know what deck it is, but it's usually like the lower ones. But they do have, they usually have, they still have that just in case. Because, I mean, you guys probably heard, right? There's been outbreaks on like Ruby Princess and some other cruise ships out there. But the thing is, like, they're containing them. And it's crazy because it's almost like the CDC is like, they're investigating, but they're not going to go, hey, you shut down now. Cruise lines have a protocol in place, they have a process in place. So they kind of know what to do now. So I think if they can keep that up, and be efficient with any of those, scenarios, I think we'll be okay. Because they don't want to have to do what happened, they just want to keep this thing moving and keep the momentum building. Because right now, like you said, Billy, the demand and the positive momentum that's happening with the industry is really, really nice. Everyone's excited. So I just hope it just kind of stays that way and keeps it up.
You mentioned Princess with some cases, and I don't like spending too much time on which cases, but I think it's important because there's a lot of misunderstandings going on around right now with some Princess ships that have in San Francisco recently. Well, obviously we all want as few cases as possible. What's important is we want everyone well too. And in San Francisco, they were requiring, and don't quote me on the exact way that they were doing this, but because I don't remember if the county or the state was requiring a certain percentage of people to be tested, regardless of symptoms. And that means you're going to catch a whole bunch of asymptomatic people. So if you look at, for example, some colleges that do a lot of testing across the board, regardless of symptoms, or other institutions that do this, you see now that we have, many people who have been infected in the past, many people who are vaccinated, you see really high rates, but most people just don't know it. And that's not to say like, oh, it's fine, just go around spreading disease. It's not to say that at all, but it's a very different picture than what is painted by this idea of like, wow, why does Princess have so many in San Francisco coming up? Because the whole protocol is different, and they're exposing things that everyone else just doesn't realize, and it's great that we don't realize it, frankly.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's just totally agree with that. I'm just taking a quick look at the comments here. I know Teague has joined. Tej, sorry, he's another big supporter. So I actually met Tej on Wonder of the Seas. So he actually was on the cruise with us. He's been supporting us, and JJ Cruz and Guggen Rob. So it was nice to actually meet a fellow community supporter. That's actually been one of my favorite parts of actually going on cruises, when people know who you are and they subscribe to you and all that kind of stuff, and actually you just have a conversation with them. It's actually kind of cool, right? So as great as it is to meet you guys, all the content creators, meeting community members is just as fun. You're doing a little selfie, whatever, right? I think that's what makes the cruising community so awesome. It's like, everyone, we're all passionate about, a lot of similar things. And so nice to see folks in person, right? So, we have another one here, Bridget. She's listening to all the content creators, and she's enjoying it. She likes getting our perspectives of how cruising is now. She started back in 2006, and her first ship was a sensation as well, just like mine. So hey, Bridget, we have something. Wow. But the sensation is gone now, unfortunately. But hey, Epic Subset, looks like you about the testing. Yeah, the ended cruise testing, it doesn't always catch it, like you mentioned, 5 days after. Yeah, it's kind of a interesting approach when it comes, hey, am I positive or not? But every time I come back home from a cruise, I don't know what you guys do, but basically when I come home from a cruise, I'll just do a quick test just to make sure I'm good. I'll check it again in 2 days, and then you don't have to be symptomatic to have this thing, which is kind of crazy, right? So
Yeah.
we just gotta it's so funny. I was thinking about sanitation and keeping your hands clean. And when I went on the Encore, I know I think most of the ships are like self-serve now. But when I was on the Encore, every time I went to a food station, when I entered the buffet, I asked for like a glove, right? So they gave me a glove, and I took that glove and I basically served whatever I wanted in the whole buffet, whether it was at the Taste of India section, which I know Megan is on the Joy as well. I ate there a lot.
Yep.
Taste of India is so good. But I would just get a glove and then I take it off and then off I go, right? Because I don't know. What do you guys feel about the self-serve versus crew serving? I'm 100% with crew serving just because I'm just a clean freak and a germaphobe. But what do you guys think? And we can ask the folks on the chat as well what they think and what they would like to see continue. Of course, right now it's self-serve, but what do you guys think? What would you prefer if it was your way?
Definitely the crew serve. I mean, just because if you not even just, I won't even say kids. I would say if you see what kids do, but I've seen some adults do some stuff on cruise ships, and I'm just like, dude. I mean, if you did that just now, I can imagine what you do all day long. So, it's not everywhere, but it is times that you catch things, and it's just like, okay, well, I'll be skipping that right now. But yeah, definitely the crew serving you. I think it felt more safe to me. I mean, it felt like you just had a little less of a chance, because even if you walk out into the world, you have a chance, but just having the crew serve you, it just felt a little bit better, and it made you feel a little bit better about going back to the buffets. So
right. Yep, makes sense. How about you, Megan and Billy? You guys are nodding your head. Sounds like you're in agreement. Sounds like a lot of people are in agreement as well.
I am. I'd rather not touch tongues that other people are touching a lot. Maybe it's all in our heads. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe we're a little scared just because of the past couple of years. But it's I trust cruising. I trust the crew. I don't 100% trust these other cruisers. So I just, I think if you just, I'm just gonna say it. I think if you just wash your hands before and after, but it is, it's I would rather the crew.
To me, it has zero to do with COVID. Frankly, if you think that that's how COVID is spread, I'd just send you back to your high school science teacher, and they would probably appreciate it too. But there are plenty of things that do spread from surface contamination and due to contaminated foods, and whether on a ship or on dry land, I'd rather just not deal with those. So I strongly prefer, I've loved the lines like Holland America, lines like Cunard. I've done this for a long time, Oceana, and I strongly prefer when the crew serves. They all have it in their protocols anyway during nor outbreaks. I'll mention, by the way, based on CDC data, several years ago, you're 30 times more likely to get norovirus on land than on a cruise ship, putting it out there, partially because of many protocols. So yeah, there's not a compelling reason other than it takes the cruise line dedicating more crew. And I realize that's not nothing, but in my opinion, that's cost of doing business, and I'd love it to stay that way.
Yeah, I remember before the pandemic, our last cruise was in February 2020, and we were on the Norwegian Escape, and we were in the buffet, and of course, it's interesting. Like they don't like enforce the hand washing, like like on Royal they like sing to you, and they make you wash your hands and stuff. They didn't do that on Norwegian, right? So we washed our hands. But anyways, what I would do is I would go get my food, and I'd go wash my hands. And then if it's for me or my wife or my daughter, right? But I'd be like, I think I washed my hands like 2 or 3 times before I actually ate my food. And I'm like one of those crazy guys who actually like takes a napkin and puts it around like a ketchup bottle and squeezes it.
I do that in my own home.
Trust me, I'm like seriously, like I'll hold a napkin, I'll pick things up. That's just how I do it, whatever. But yeah, so I'm one of those things. Oh man, oh god, casino chips, epic subset. I don't go to the casino for that reason. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that's the great thing. Like, whether it be casino chips or cash or the slot machines, they're not constantly spraying down slot machines, right? So maybe they used to when it first restarted. But yeah, it's a great question. How many people are touching those different things, right? But we're not really eating, after that. So
Right.
that's the thing. If it's on your hands, as long as it's not going inside your body, you should be okay. But yeah, it's just interesting, topic of conversation, and obviously it is what it is now. But I don't know if it'll be going back. But no matter how much we want it to, right? So I got my gloves ready for my next cruise.
Now I have to go find a drugstore and buy some gloves now.
You can stick with lines where that's not a problem. Many lines haven't had passengers serving.
This
ever.
is true.
Put it out there.
Yeah. I mean, this is so awesome. Like here we are. It's Friday night. Meg, you're on a cruise. Bill, you're on a cruise, sailing away. You guys are going on a cruise tomorrow. I'm at home, no cruise. But I mean, what do you guys for example, like what are your evening plans tonight, Megan? What do you got going on this evening on the Norwegian Joy?
I changed things around. I had an early dinner so I can hang out with you guys around this time. This ship's actually an hour ahead right now. So to make sure they did not have a blonde moment, I had set an alarm for what time it actually is for me and then what time it actually is for you guys, which is the same time, but I had to be sure. So I had an early dinner, Food Republic, and want to come and hang out with you guys and probably do some drinking out of this.
Nice. Now, Food Republic, that's a la carte, right? Or is it's you pay per item, or is it like a flat fee?
It is normally pay per item unless you got the dining package, or if you purchase more nights of the dining package, which I did. So they give you they give you 4 items that you can choose from, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a little much. But it was really, really good.
Yeah. Sorry, you were talking, and I saw Billy going like this. I'm like, is he sanitizing his hands, or am I just coughing? And I just like
I was, because I was thinking about Food Republic, and I was like, I want to be eating right now. I've never been on a ship that has Food Republic, so like I was listening, I'm just like, man, why haven't I done that yet? I really want to.
That's great. Gotta do it.
How about you, Billy? So you got drinking tonight. Any shows? What's been your favorite show on the Joy, Megan?
We did have Footloose, but that got canceled because we had staffing COVID issues. So the main show, the Broadway to do, was canceled for the 5-day cruise. But they've had some comedy shows in the meantime, but that's about it.
I remember Footloose.
But there is to do.
Yeah, I was on the Encore, and they had Footloose, and they also had Choir of Man. I don't know if they're having both shows for a 5-nighter, but I know sometimes they have like like the Bliss has Jersey Boys. I think other ships have like Choir of Man and the Footloose. So actually, Footloose is a great show. It was like it's pretty lengthy. It's like an hour and 45 minutes. At least it was on Encore.
Yeah.
Great show. Yeah. Very, very, very kind of like, it was kind of like scandalous, and it was a good show. Not really for kids. Let's just say that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Not kid friendly.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah. How about you,
Before
Billy? You
happy anniversary, Parker.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are celebrating it's a milestone anniversary, right?
6
years.
Well, every year's a
Every
milestone.
year's a milestone. You make it, right?
Yeah. 6 years celebrating on the Mardi Gras. Everyone, let's wish them a happy anniversary and have a wonderful anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Good job on not killing each other. Every morning I wake up and Larissa has me with a pillow. I think
you knew what was going on today. Just today, we almost killed each other. So listen, it's a give and take. You gotta give a little, you gotta take a little. I think the take was we got on that flight and we were just like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. I love you. We're just gonna make it back on land and we're gonna be okay. And that's kind of how that went.
You do more giving, you do more taking.
I take. I do a lot of taking. I don't give a lot.
No.
Yeah,
awesome.
so we
you.
are
Thank you,
appreciative. Thank you everyone for wishing us happy anniversary.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The comments are slowly trickling in, so you'll see them here posted here in just a second. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's gonna be a great cruise, and I was thinking like, my 10 year, our 10 year is coming up in August, and my wife told me like a year ago, she's like, John, no cruises. I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh.
She likes to cruise, but I see things like cruise. I mean, she wants to cruise, but she also like in the summer she wants to stay like at a local or like some other place. We're actually doing like a nice little getaway at a really really nice resort here, so we're not too far away from the little one. Um, but yeah, it's like it's like a 5 star. It's really nice for like a 10 year. We're going all out. Like
Yeah.
let me just say I've never spent this much per night anywhere in my life. It's expensive.
It makes you want to get on a cruise ship, though, doesn't it?
I know, yeah.
This proves the value prop, right?
But yeah, no, happy anniversary, guys. I can't wait to hear about the experience. Now, when is your actual anniversary, if you don't mind sharing?
Tomorrow.
Embarkation
day.
Yeah.
That's the best day. Oh my god, that's been so much fun.
Yeah, we're
6
pretty
years
excited.
to the actual day.
Yeah, 6 years to the day. Yeah. So we're pretty excited about it.
Nice. And tonight, are you guys just kind of keeping it low key at the hotel, going out for dinner?
I'll be quite honest. I'm trying not to fall asleep over here.
He's struggling. It's been a long day. He worked today before we left.
I've been up since 4:30.
Yeah. So hence what started our descent into getting to the airport. That was the whole thing. But yeah, so and I actually worked today some too. Of course, last minute people calling for insurance, and I'm like, I'm actually not working right now, but okay. So so yeah, we both had a heck of a start to today, but it's okay. We're here now.
So to answer your question, we're just gonna. I think there's a Hooters somewhere in walking distance. We're
going to Hooters.
That's the most romantic thing.
Eat some Hooters and go to sleep. And
start tomorrow all fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome, man. Oh man!
Happy birthday to your son.
Yeah, happy birthday, Big Seven. Yeah, happy birthday to your son. And how about you, Billy? What are your plans now, Billy? Is Larissa with you, or are you cruising solo?
Oh, she's with me. That's what that arm that shoved me when I made the joke about her not smothering me with a pillow. Tonight, this is a good segue because I'm actually going to sign off a little bit early, guys, because I'm hungry. I've mentioned it before. I'm not a big planner, funny as that sounds. So I don't know what's going on tonight. I do know that I need dinner, and then after that, Larissa said we have plans. I'm being informed we have plans. So that's good. I need that, or else I'll just waste away my time on a beautiful day. You can't waste time. So I don't know. We'll go to dinner. Do you know where we're going to dinner, sweetheart? Oh, she said she was going to do pizza. All right. Listen, we're both doing. That's nice. We're eating. I'm now being informed we're eating together. I love dining on Scarlet Lady. The quality, the experience, it's all fantastic. It's very easy. As much as I love the restaurants, like, man, Pink Agave, I think is probably my favorite, or Razzle Dazzle. I don't know, but the pizza is incredible, and I'm kind of a pizza snob, so the pizza is fantastic. So we may just go do that, and then we can always get ship eats. So like at any time, just open up the app and have stuff delivered like from the restaurant menus right to our room. If we get hungry later. So I think that's the plan, is to get some food and then follow whatever Larissa tells me to do, and I'm sure we'll have a lovely time.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Some of these comments are like cracking me up. Like, so also this Castaway goes mentioning, hey, beautiful backdrop, Billy. I agree, it's beautiful. You got the ocean in the background, the umbrella, it's really nice. And of course, this current comment on the screen right now, you guys. That's what's up. I mean, come on, Candle. You got those. You got those.
Somebody those, five
those wings, the messy chicken wings and candlelight romantic. You know, got
Candle right in the middle of the pile of wings.
Lady,
nothing more romantic than that. Candle right in the middle of a pile of wings and just drizzle it with ranch. I feel like that's the way to go.
Oh boy,
beautiful.
Hey, do this. So seriously, tell them you're celebrating your anniversary. See what they do.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't imagine what Hooters is.
And then do the
Like,
same
you
thing at
might
Hooters
celebrate
when you're
with
back
you.
next week and compare and contrast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my god.
All right, well,
Billy.
I'm actually going to dive out, guys, to go to dinner. I apologize for cutting it
Sounds
short
good,
this
Billy.
time, but I'm really glad that we got to hang out, and I feel a little bad for JT. He's seems a little landlocked at the moment.
I
But,
know, it's all good. Hey, well, you know what? I'm excited for you guys. I think it's exciting that you guys are on a cruise or you're going on a cruise. And, Billy, wish you and Larissa a wonderful evening. Can't wait to,
Yeah.
just stay
Absolutely.
connected and just, yeah, man, have a great night. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you
Have
very
a good
much. I
night.
appreciate you guys organizing this. I really do. Make sure make sure you follow everyone.
Yeah, and everyone, before Billy leaves, make sure you hit a like on his stream as well. Show the love.
Thank
I know
you.
YouTube likes it as well. So.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll be putting out a video every single day from Scarlet Lady. So I've already, in fact, edited part of it from
busy man.
earlier today. So tomorrow morning we'll put out Embarkation Day, and we'll do that each and every day. So follow along. Thank you guys so much. I hope everyone has
Thank you.
wonderful cruises and wonderful TV dinner, whatever you're doing, JC. But look forward to talking ship with all you guys again soon.
All right, see you, Billy.
All right. Good night. Good night, Billy.
Yeah. So it's funny. My plans. Oh, I'm kind of in the middle now. I'm like, can you guys?
Yeah.
I'll be in the middle. Where's Brandon?
Yeah, you gotta squeeze in here. Squeeze in here.
I'm gonna stay over here.
He's here though. He's here. He's just
Okay. Cool.
There you
So we're, it's funny, also you guys are having a wonderful evening. You guys got the cruise tomorrow. We're just kind of taking it easy today. I think we're just gonna have dinner, keep it low key. It's Friday night at our household, which means we watch Disney Plus, right? So tonight's movie is she watched Toy Story 2, so she's like, I want to watch Toy Story 3. So we're gonna watch Toy Story 3 now. So that's the plans for tonight. Keeping it simple this weekend. We're just kind of taking it easy, right? So but yeah, I wish I was boarding a cruise tomorrow. I wish I was next to the Bliss last week. I was like, man, why not just jump on? Why just go for 7 nights?
go for it.
I would love to go on. So
You will have plenty of cruise shortly.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Megan, the content you posted. I know you've been posting a little bit on Instagram and the stuff that because for all the folks who are on this live now, Megan is truly a brand new YouTube creator, right? So she's just getting started. These live streams are on our channel as well. But whatever content you produce from this trip, Megan, I can't wait to see it and get your perspective. The pictures on Instagram and the videos on YouTube, and of course the Parkers on the go, right? I mean, they've been posting a lot of stuff leading up to this cruise tomorrow, and the countdown. Hey, there's Brandon. And I'm excited to see you guys and their kind of blogs that come out from that. Are you guys gonna be going live on the Mardi Gras as well?
Yeah, so the plan is to go live tomorrow during Sail Away as long as the internet holds up.
Yeah.
And then if we can, while we're out and about, try to go live as often as we can. But we've been doing the dailies leading up to tomorrow, and I have one more of the daily vlogs to put out. So I'm gonna try not to work too hard, but also I have to finish up the Wonder series too. I have 2 more days from Wonder. And the only reason why that took so long is as soon as I got off Wonder, I had a week's worth of work. So so it took me a little while to get to them, but we have a lot, and we'll keep you guys entertained as we do. And and hopefully we can if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, try to follow us on Instagram. We'll post a lot there as well.
Yeah, real quickly, I know Bridget just asked what the links are to everyone's YouTube, so I'm gonna see if I can go to everyone's channel just now, just to copy and paste it in my thing so they can see it. So hang on 1 second. So Anchors, anyway, let me go to your channel.
That's awesome. Thank you, JC.
Yeah, go here and then click on home. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is so I think, Megan, once you hit a certain number of subscribers, I believe you can actually change your channel name instead of these random letters and numbers. You can actually change it to Anchors anyway. So this is Megan. I'm just gonna post it there, and I'm gonna go to Parkers on the Go. Hang on 1 second. Parkers on the Go. There they are. There you go. Perfect. So yeah, basically it becomes that custom URL. And then we have Billy. Hang on 1 second. Cruise Habit. Cruise Rabbit.
And while JT is doing that, we do want to say we are so close, guys. We are at like 781.
Yeah.
781. We're so close to 1,000. So I promise you we're fun. I promise you listen, we cut up and we whatever you see is who we are authentically. We do a lot of bickering. But that's who we are, right? Like we're not going to be fake, but it's all love. It's our love language. So if you guys could please subscribe, that would help us out tremendously. We would appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So last time I checked, you guys were at the 777s, right? Have you guys been slowly working your way up?
Yeah. Because we were at 777, then we went to 775, then we went back up to 777. So that was quite the roller coaster.
Yeah, and I think we ended it with 780 that day.
So
yeah,
we're at 781 now.
We're at 781. Right. We've been holding steady at 781.
Yeah, and the thing is, definitely, guys, for all the links I just sent, for everyone that's on this live stream right now, watching on Megan's channel, on Parker's channel, my channel, please subscribe to them because it's one step closer to where they want to be to get to that milestone. Like, I know, Megan, your first milestone was 100, then 500,
yes,
and 1,000. So this is crazy. I was actually doing a little bit of research. I'm like, how on average, how long does it take for a channel to get to 1,000 subscribers? They say it takes anywhere from about 15 months, right? Now, of course, some channels can go much more crazier based on the content and stuff. So I think the name of the game is the more content you put out, the more you produce, more people are going to see it and they're going to subscribe, right? And one thing I'm trying to actually do better, hopefully on my videos, is actually tell people to subscribe to my channel. I just have like a little button at the bottom. So I rarely tell people to subscribe to my channel, but I just hope they do.
We do. We make the same mistake. Like we don't advertise ourselves nearly enough. We've been making that mistake. Not a mistake. It's because on our lives we try to help people the way people helped us.
Yeah.
So we try to promote a lot on our lives. But we don't promote nearly as much as we probably should.
No, we absolutely try to make sure that everyone knows that we love everybody who is at the point we are. Just like we connect with Megan because we are Megan. We were Megan, and hopefully we'll be JT. But we still want to be as intentional as we can when talking to folks. We still want to be as honest and truthful as we can. We don't want to put out content that is not who we are. So if people come into our lives and they have channels, we 100% promote, because everybody's perspective is not the same. We all three went on the same cruise, but we don't have the same content. There's no way, there's no way anyone is going to have the same content because you're going to see things differently than I see them. Yeah. You have pizza every night. We have pizza every night, but I don't think we had pizza the way you had pizza. You had pizza sitting on the 5th deck that I didn't even know was at the back of the ship. Like people wouldn't know that on my channel, but they know that on your channel, right? So it's all love. It's like we say, it's enough out here for everybody to eat. We don't have a problem sharing the love, and that's what we try to do. So and we like talking to folks too. So
totally.
I like talking to folks.
Yeah, real quickly before we talk. So someone asked who's Anchors Away. It's actually Anchors Anyway, and that's Megan. Megan's the one on the far left.
Thank you, JT.
Anchors Anyway. Yeah. So again, she's a brand new YouTube creator. Definitely, putting out some cool stuff. Again, Instagram. So all of our social media, like Instagram, YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, I'm guessing it's probably the same as well. But it's all our channels, right? So I'm cruising with JT on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Same with all our lovely folks here, right? So, but to kind of echo what you said, Chevron, I think we think about the different content and the videos. Like I said, of all the people we met on One of the Seas, all the content that's come out in the past month, almost 2 months now, it's been all different. The ship tours are different, the vlogs are different, the reviews are different for folks who do reviews, right? And the pictures that they post on Instagram are different too, right? Like I posted like a picture of me at the back of the ship with a pizza because I'm obsessed with Sorrento's pizza, right? I literally had it like every day, and it was so good. But yeah, and I think the connection and the community that we build by doing these lives together and also promoting other channels, like you guys know, for folks who follow Instagram, I've been doing these cruise vlogger spotlights, and I've been so happy that I got to do it for Megan and Parker's on the go and Billy at Cruise Habit right before their cruise, because for me it's about showcasing others. People, I think the more I can support others, the better. It's a win-win because everyone gets to get more exposure to awesome cruise content, right? So, and also a little announcement for like what our good friends Google and Rob aren't here today, but they recently did a live stream with Danny and Tanya from Positive Vibes Adventures, right? So folks who don't, Danny and Tanya from Positive Vibes Adventures, they had a stream, I think it was last weekend. They're actually going to do a stream. So for all the folks who are still on May 22nd, and I'm telling you guys now, May 22nd at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a Sunday. Google and Rob will be doing like a kind of like a multicast where they're actually going to invite folks in the chat to come on video, right? So they'll send a link. You click on the link and voila, you're on video on that chat.
Yeah.
So, try to put that on your calendar. I'm going to do the best I can to be there. Again, May 22nd, Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So again, another way that they can just, again, give more exposure to other cruise content creators. Because there was a lot of them. I watched the replay that they had.
Yeah, we were there. And I think Team Reach Travels hit 1,000 on that broadcast too. Yeah. So
was there. I mean, everyone was there. It was so cool that all you do is click a link and boom, you're there. So I'll definitely plan on attending that. It's fun. More the merrier. I know sometimes like if you have too many, it's like, okay, who's talking, who's doing what, but I love these. And again, I just shout out to Megan for always coordinating this. And I know we do this about, I think once a month is great. I think maybe this next month we can do with Google and Rob and all the other folks as well. And then June we'll just keep doing it. I think the community likes this because we all can go live solo literally anytime, right? But coordinating this group effort, a collective cruise content creators, and just talking about what we love, it's really cool. So I'm so happy that we can do this. Even just once a month, I appreciate it because we always get laughs. We're always, like I wish I was on ship too, but man, I'm just so happy that it's crazy. I actually get excited when other people go on a cruise. Like you should have seen me when I was at the Bliss. I was like, balcony. I'm like, oh, I wish I was there. And I mean, so my daughter and my wife enjoyed that experience too because they heard the horn as the ship sailed away. And let me tell you, I've never been that close to a cruise ship as it sails away. So that was a cool experience for me.
Oh man, awesome! That's awesome.
That was cool. I saw that you did that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So it looks like a lot of folks are subscribing to your channels, which is awesome. Again, baby steps, right? Everyone started at zero.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Right. Like we always say, we thought it was going to be us and our kids watching us, and that was it. But I mean, the love that we have been shown over even the past 4 months. I mean, you got to think, we got to wonder. We had 275 subscribers. That was just 2 months ago, almost. So it's crazy to think that people find you and know you. That's already weird. Like people know you before you even know them. So just to hear people like call your name and you're like, I know nobody here. Just to experience that and people actually like you for just doing what you love is amazing. So
another thing I also want to mention is I think the Wonder of the Seas inaugural that we all had the opportunity to go on. I think that was kind of like a really opportunity to really have an incredible channel growth too, right? Because I know a lot of channels hit various milestones on that cruise, right? So when I got on Wonder of the Seas, I had about 1,500. When I got off of it, I had 2,100. So it's crazy. Just because again, I go live daily. I went live daily, right? People love live.
I saw you. Literally every day I saw you around the ship.
There you go.
A lot of folks don't go live every day. The reason I try to go live every day if I can is because some of the feedback I've gotten from community members is, they love the vlogs and all that, but I think what they really enjoy is actually being present on the ship when I'm on the ship as well. So what I try to do is I try to go live at least once a day for an hour. It's only an hour of my time, just so they can see what's happening on the ship and show them different venues and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think for me, when I go on a cruise going forward, I'm definitely trying to go live at least once. But again, everyone has a different perspective and approach, right? So with the vlogs and the vlogs and all that. So, but yeah, it's fun. Like I said, I love sharing the experience, and I think the more cruising we can bring to the masses, that's the better. So
absolutely,
yeah. So
for sure,
cool guys. Hey, Yeah, so I know we're at the hour mark now. I know we have other plans and stuff to do tonight. But hey, guys, again, shout out to everyone who came on today. Again, Megan, thanks for setting this up. I'm glad you guys were able to join from the hotel room. I've been like just kind of. I just finished my work. So I have no like nothing to worry about. But I'm glad we could do this tonight, and I can't wait till hopefully May 22nd we all can meet up again with Google and Rob, and other amazing content creators as well. John Clark, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that feedback. But yeah. Any other comments, things you guys mentioned before we wrap up today?
No, we just want to say thank you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Thank you for the support. We have 213 to go, as Arrow Diaz said. So we're excited. So the countdown is on.
I think we have 92. Our goal is to have 1,000 by July the 29th, which I think is 92 days away. So,
yes.
We're excited.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if you guys go live from the Mardi Gras, you're gonna probably get subscribers for sure.
Oh, well,
For sure.
we will absolutely be doing
we will
that.
do the best we can to go live. Yes,
we're going to do it.
We're going. Okay,
we're going to do it.
Internet willing.
We're going live.
I can tell you right now, there's a huge Carnival fan base out there that would love to see lives from the Mardi Gras. I mean, we've had a lot of friends who went live from the Mardi Gras, but they wasn't every day or maybe once or twice. So if you guys go, you let people know, hey, we're gonna be going live, then they're gonna tune in. Just tell them to subscribe. It's like literally a click of a button and boom. You guys, you know what? I hope that you guys hit 1,000 on your Mardi Gras cruise. Let's make that a goal.
Woo! Claim it.
Seriously, I mean, let's get into 1,000 during the anniversary cruise, guys. Let's promote them. Let's make it happen.
Oh my gosh, it would be awesome.
A great way to
They're gonna do it for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And her birthday is on May 21st too.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Give her a birthday gift as well.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
2 for 1.
So I don't have to buy her anything.
If I get to 1,000, he doesn't have to buy me anything for my birthday or Christmas.
Oh please! Oh please!
Hey, you too. You heard it here, man. Help Brandon.
This is
Thank
all
you.
about Brandon now.
Thank you. I need everybody. Please.
No Christmas, no birthday present if we make 1,000 by my birthday.
That's a great deal. Hey,
That's my
yeah,
promise
hey.
to Brandon.
we can make it happen.
Please,
It's only 200.
guys, everybody.
Yeah, and I'll definitely promote you guys to make sure, let people know you guys are getting closer. So I'll help push for it as well on this, Instagram
Thank
stories
you.
and
Thank
stuff.
you so much.
It's a big milestone for sure. So yeah, we'll get you guys there. We'll do what we can.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Yes. So we are going to go eat our wings with the candle in the middle. Our candlelight wing dinner, apparently. And if we find a candle and we put it in the wing, we're going to post it on Instagram.
Take a picture. You got to take a picture. You have to take a picture.
Yes, and
love
I'm just gonna say if you know. Anybody who was on the live, they know. So so yeah, we're gonna say goodnight, guys. Thank you so much. This has
Thank
been
you.
so
Thank you
fun.
so much for everybody.
Yes.
Hope you have a great evening and enjoy your drinks and post pictures of your drinks.
Yes, thank you.
You take pictures of drinks, so keep posting.
Absolutely,
I will
please.
for sure. Thank you guys.
All right, guys.
Thank
Happy
you.
Friday. Have a good
Thank you.
weekend.
Oh, and
Everyone.
we'll subscribe
Thanks
to
for
Epic
doing.
Subset. I think they said they had a channel to Epic Subset. We'll make sure we go subscribe right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
absolutely. All right, good night, guys.
Good night,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
you.
Thank you. It was
Everyone.
fun.
Bye guys.
Have a good night.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
Bye.